The hunters who have been prowling the forest north of Gondamon have come to me with stories of being threatened, even attacked by dour hand brigands. Well, I do need to slay brigands. If you're mindless hand, you could head out there and deal with the treacherous thinbeards. The need to learn not to meddle with the hunters of Gondamon. Yep. And the wind coming down the mountains makes my bones ache year round, but even the younger hunters feel the chill when the days grow short. We could use more pelts to make blankets and clothing in preparation for the winter. There's no shortage of wolves prowling the wilds, especially the west. Expect to have no difficulty obtaining some furs for me. Wolves are vile creatures, but at least their fur is warm. Wolves aren't. Wargs are. Wolves are a natural part of the environment. The dwarves tend not to like them very much. Tolkien didn't much like wolves and went into the whole wolves evil and medieval superstitions, but I mean, dogs are basically tamed wolves. Not exactly. They're slightly different, effectively a different species, but also while they have some wolf blood, they're actually descended from a slightly different canine species, actually, or subspecies than most of the wolves you see these days, if I remember correctly. The idea that they're all just tamed wolves is actually a little bit inaccurate. It's a myth. That is, modern dogs are sent from a now extinct, basically a wolf-like creature, just a little bit different though. This is the that doesn't give me a Cyrus. That's just goblins. Celebrant, Sol, whatever. I guess there's supposed to be wolves here. I think it's more above here. Yeah, ride around and get up top there. That's just the area where you find the goblin camp. Very close to Gondamon. Just some low level characters can reach it easy, but some of the ways the map is crowded with stuff is a little bit ridiculous, especially when you find goblins right next to a bunch of dwarves. Like, no. All right, a gray wolf. Not a warg or anything. It's a gray wolf. Uh, Copper ore and some amethyst. The amethyst is useful for making tokens of Edelene or whatever. Here's a respawn circle, I think. Remember, if a character was to die near here, say a very low level character, they wouldn't have to go far to respawn, making this ideal for, well, low level characters. Alright. Not here for the blue crags. Ah, come on. The stupid bats. An awful lot of blue crag novices around the water. There we go. Wolf pelt. Hunting the hunters. That wouldn't be a terrible name for the subsection of the video, though I'll almost certainly forget it by the time I am cutting the YouTube version of this up. Alright, 5 wolf pelts. And the deer is trying to run away, but it is at least smart enough not to run right off a cliff. Well, mounted, that you can fire off a rallying cry right before mounting and have the healing going on while you're, say, desperately trying to escape enemies on horseback in certain cases. Horse mount, the non fighting mount HP does not scale low with character level, so eventually they become very pathetically easy to kill. To get the rounds, you can find them Rohan. I think their health scales with their level. I think you have to do level 45 to get those, if I remember. They're also faster. Am I supposed to be finding up here? Oh, dour hands, right? There's a little dour hand. Guy in the Dour Hands, new deed. Uh, Search out strongholds of the Dour Hand Brigands. Discover River Docks, Spire, Brimwater. Fun. Cool. Easy enough to take care of these guys on. I didn't quite finish them. There we go. Easy peasy. And Unbroken Dagger from it. That was a Dour Hand Warrior. Should have been there when your friends were getting. Alright, and a sturdy Dour Hand. I can't reach him, so I can shout at him from here. Battle Shout actually does considerable damage. At least I don't have to get down to the body. Like that about Lord of the Rings. I want to know that nonsense of moving corpse to corpse after a fight. It's just a centralized loot. Oh, do I still need to take down some more down hands? Well, oh, this is a low level. Alright, there's the Dour Hand Warriors, and still need more of the sturdy Dour Hands. This guy's a little 13, I think. Well, I'm really over leveled for this area. Let's say he's a little under leveled. My archer reach? No. No, we cannot. Find more Dour Hands this way. Might even. And here's a sturdy Dour Hand. Nice thing about the Blade of Elendil is it never misses. Even low level enemies can occasionally cause it to miss. Boom. Alright, that's enough Dour Hands. There's a level 12. Must have wandered from the elven areas this way. Most low levels at this point are actually just experienced characters training alts. I mean, experienced players training alts, so they know what they're doing. Probably better than I do. Alright. To Gondamon to turn these quests and then make my way to the other quest in Kaldu. Let me just check the chat. I suppose people have been. No chat messages. Okay. Unsurprising. Twitch will probably never get me out. At some point, maybe I'll just have to give up on it. I don't know. Whether it's soft censorship or bad luck. The Dwarves Godman will be grateful for these pelts. Yep. Protecting the hunt. Good. This should teach the Arans a little lesson. You've done us a fair favor, Helen, and ensure that Gondamon remains secure over the coming winter months. Let's help ensure. Let me see if I can find some suitable reward. Choose one of a bunch of runestone, battle gauntlets, hammer, whatever it's worth. If you're going to just sell it, the battle gauntlets are always overpriced. So, oh, I have some stuff I don't want to sell off. Copper ore, amethyst, dirty wings, matte skins. Open that. Just gonna sell those. Task items sell for a decent amount on servers that are reasonably populated. So, all right, sold 3 items. Recipe, battle gauntlets. At low levels, you'd always want the battle gauntlets and just sell them for money. If you're really poor. Find, assuming you're not like playing alt and just you already can easily shift over money from more developed characters. But if you're brand new at the game, I mean, sometimes the quest rewards might be worth equipping, but very often you're still better just buying stuff on the auction house or asking an experienced player to make you some armor. Many will oblige. I've used my armor smith character to make some heavy armor for low level characters just as a gift, or if I was going to fellowship with them. Armor smith got skilled at crafting way before you get skilled in combat. And I occasionally find these back then, years ago, still new champions and guardians and captains who were walking around in light and medium armor because that's what you got from quests. And it was just a hodgepodge of really garbage quality quest armor or whatever they picked in the auction house. Some of them thought, oh, if I wear medium armor, I can run faster. I'm like, nope. Nope. If your character class can wear heavy armor, you should always be wearing it. Now, some of the character classes have speed buffs, like Hunter, I think it is, or Warden, that can't wear heavy armor. But if you're a heavy armor class, you should be wearing heavy armor. The only reason you wouldn't is because of cost or lack of availability. Very often, medium armor actually costs more than heavy, although light armor is usually cheap. It's just market conditions and I guess the amount of labor that it takes players to actually make some of this stuff. All right, sticking in the land. Yep. Some blueberry muffins in that. And webs of sorrow. This would do well. It's strange to think these spiders are able to capture and slay bears as strong as thick jaws. Roaming the furthest sections of Luna, I will begin my research immediately. I can promise nothing. They were slaying bears. Bears. Right. Let's keep the. I have a full stack of blueberry muffins. Oh, no. I was trying to. Oh, I was trying to lock it. So left click, not right. Whoops. But I'll sell the garbage staff. I don't know. Food can sell on the market if nothing else, but blueberry muffins are probably not worth hardly anything. Oh, there's still another quest to turn this guy. Whoops. Ah, I knew I hadn't been seeing things. This is proof indeed. That was the proof of the white, some coins, and a disturbing affair. There are legends about these old bones. Some say they are moved about by fell spirits from a distant age. Some say the whites are the restless dead, but even I know better than that. The will that stirs these bones does not belong to Middle Earth. Something should be done about these creatures, but they're beyond my ken. Perhaps the elf, brave enough to keep vigil here, will know how to deal with this threat. Her name is Glamer, and he dwells just on the other side of this rune. Show him the skull and see if he knows what to do with it. Wait, just on the other side. He's talking about the other person standing like 2 feet from him. The self. What is this? This is of great concern to me. Your merchant friend was wise to send you to me. Whites roam the barrows of Howeth-Loon. I know not what this portends, for never before have such creatures been seen in these lands. They are the creatures of the Witch King of Angmar. This bodes ill for Eridor, and perhaps for all of Middle-earth, for eyes which should be turned south. may turn north instead and be blended to the larger threat. Be blinded to the larger threat. The idea is, of course, the Witch King is a distraction from what's going on in Mordor. As it is ever with evil, no doubt a greater will drives the lesser amid the barrows. It is that greater will which must be destroyed. Only thus will Angmar's designs for Heirloom be hindered. Take this elf stone into the barrows and place it upon the largest standing stone. It is a white stone near a ruined building. The elf stone bears such a virtue that may cause that greater will of which I speak to be drawn forth, and you must confront it. It's all 14 quest, so yeah, higher level enemy. Get a one-handed hammer. Yeah, there's also one-handed hammers. There's a rather complete selection of equipment in this game, which is nice. Some games are like, there's always swords, or the swords the only thing worth wielding. I really do dislike the obsession people have with swords, although actually swords are, due to their extra chance of blocks, very much the one of the best equipment one can wield in this game. Dour Hand Armsman. I forget if that counts towards Brigand Slayer. That icon would seem to indicate it does. I do know I have to take down as many Hendervol as I can. A Blade of Elendil didn't just one hit it. Oh well. It does give a buff, the Light of Elendil. Light type damage, shadow mitigation, I think. The thing. The Hendervol are, the crows that in the Lord of the Rings Two Towers movie, I think it is, or maybe it was Fellowship. They spying for Saruman. Yeah, they're servants of evil. They're like evil crows, so white archers won't even bother me. So high level compared to them. They do inflict a shadow aura that does a little damage if you get close to them, but I'm of sufficient level as to not really care. But okay, mess with the Standing Stone. The green elf stone glitters in your hand. And here's the Mound White Master. Boom. I like using area effect on weak enemies like these. Clean them up quicker. Crowd control. Weak relative to my level. They might not be weak for her male or level character. Okay, what I can figure out now what I'm gonna sell. The sword sheaths can be in the broken hatchets. Oh yeah, and a worn tablet fragment. The scholar stuff. So it's not all useless, though most of it's useless. My character's a low-level scholar, so I think tablet fragments are actually the thing that journeyman scholars mostly work with. Yeah, tablet fragments. It's actually kind of a pain to collect scholar stuff, so I definitely hold on to it when I find it. In fact, scholar ingredients sell for a small fortune in the auction house just because they're such a pain to get. Though there are places where you can farm them if you want a lot of money. Gathering them and then farming them out. I wouldn't be surprised if I have to go fight at that. Nothing on the map is ever truly just random in this game. Almost everything relates to some quest or something. It's a probably excessively busy map. Should have made it larger if they were going to cram this many quests into it. But whatever. Ooh, copper. I haven't even been going around with the thing that puts on the map ore deposits. It's just not worth my time to hunt for them, but if I walk right by one, sure. Yep. Bye-bye, spy bird. I mean, that's a theme in fantasy. Spy crows obviously came from Tolkien. Uh, and a balanced dagger. Not terrible for a level character, but you can make better stuff. Um, in Age of Wonders 3, there's the Grimbait Crows. You can summon it as a rogue, just a spy for you. Well done. I see some dwarves. I think it's rogue. It might be air adept, but I had Joe take air adept, and he hasn't gotten that yet, so I think it was rogue. Well done. I see that some dwarves are worthy after all. You have indeed accomplished a great deed this day. Those cursed lands will still be dark and haunted, but one hopes they will no longer pose an imminent threat. I have to choose the hat or the hammer. Hammer, I suppose. And I can sell junk to the grocer here. Okay, let's see. Stockpile this stuff. Well, nick on the gloves. Hardly any damage. Eh, got message. Oh, he's on level 13. He took care of that. Yeah, yeah, hunter? Class is he? War master. War masters are DPS types, but they are fairly overpowered.